Located in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, the Guana-Talamado-Matanzas National Estuarine Research Reserve is home to more than 73,000 protected acres of coastal land. The GTM Research Reserve is dedicated to the conservation of natural biodiversity and cultural resources through research, monitoring, and education. It's difficult to put a price tag on the worth of our environment. Here at GTM NER, Director Michael Shirley tries to do just that by studying the value of ecosystem services.
I remember growing up in New England, the most fun I had was being on the coast fishing or clamming or hiking trails along the water. A lot of swimming and boating and enjoying the coastline. One thing I think a lot of us also experienced were changes in our environment. Places that we used to be able to go fishing that were now closed, or places we used to swim which became too polluted to swim. And seeing this disturbing trend as I was growing up led me to pursue a degree in science and marine ecology.
Ecosystem services is defined as the processes and conditions through which natural ecosystems and the species that make them up sustain and fulfill human life.
What ecosystem services are all about are looking at those things that the environment provides to humans that we often take for granted. We have been focusing a lot of our recent efforts on trying to understand how humans interact with the environment and how we can better make decisions when we make a trade-off between the environment and an economic benefit, trying to make sure that those decisions are made looking at all pieces of the puzzle.
Humans are heavily impacting Earth's ecosystems. Both unsustainable productions and our consumption patterns are leading to a loss of habitats and species. Several ways that we are causing damage to our ecosystems include excessive runoffs of pesticides, fertilizers, and animal wastes, introduction of non-native species, overharvesting, and urban sprawl resulting in a loss of riparian forests.
What has happened is there's a lot more folks in the world. I think we hit 7 billion last summer. And there are also a lot more folks using more resources. So right now, people have actually done something that no other species on the planet has been able to do prior to us. We are actually impacting ecosystem services on a global scale. And because of that, it becomes time for us to start really thinking about what our impact is, because it will have ramifications for the future.
GTM NER is currently studying the eastern oyster for ecosystem services that it provides. A single adult oyster can filter up to 50 gallons of water per day. Not only do these oysters act as water filtrants, they also act as sediment stabilizers while creating wave attenuation.
One of the biggest landowners in the country are the timber companies. And these companies oftentimes have these areas that they're harvesting for timber in a sustainable way, and they also serve some other ecosystem functions. They can either be buffers, helping to filter out pollution, or they can be areas important for recharge, for drinking water. An example more locally is working with Rayonier, a company that has a large amount of land within the watershed of the reserve, doing the similar kind of thing, looking for ways that we can keep Rayonier harvesting timber, keeping that area that buffers our coastal area available for charging up aquifers with clean water and acting as a buffer to pollutants that may come to the coast. So what we're trying to do with ecosystem services and valuation of ecosystem services is get folks to look at the full picture before a decision is made. And obviously it has a lot of benefits to our economy and also sustainability of our.
For additional information or to discuss these issues further, please visit the GTM Research Reserve website at gtmner.org.